I grew up in the 1950s and 60s in a baby boom post-World War II environment where farmers were taught to maximize production. Start over every year with a completely, cleanly plowed field. In other words, in my terms today, sterile soil, and start over. And the objective was to maximize production, which was supported by applying as much fertilizer as you could, tightening the density of the plant crop with more seed plantings, and then following all of that with fungicide and pesticide treatments to control the bad actors that tried to destroy the crop. Nowhere in that picture was the idea of profitability considered. It was assumed that if you maximize production with all these gee whiz modern chemicals and fertilizers, you would make a profit. Unfortunately, the salesmen for those products didn't encourage you to check whether that assumption was really true. Before regenerative ag came into the picture, I established and managed the orchard using all of the conventional guidelines. Believe it or not, the early guidance was to spray based on a schedule that was published, and I did just that. For example, it said spray zinc on April 1st, so I sprayed zinc on April 1st. I had no clue what zinc did or how to look for the results on the trees, but I sprayed it. The same thing with pests, summer pests. There was a schedule that I originally had tacked up in the spray shack. After I established the orchard and started gaining some experience, I learned that chemicals, fertilizers, and pesticide applications were costly. So therefore, it was pretty obvious that I needed to understand why I was doing it and what I gained from it to offset the cost. Well, about 3 or 4 years ago, fertilizer prices doubled, and I decided that was it. So I did a couple things. I started asking questions about what else can I do, and I arbitrarily cut the fertilizer rate in half with conventional ammonium sulfate. And we're in our 3rd year now, going on the 4th year with regenerative ag, 2nd year with the Noble Research Study, soil health study. To manage our regenerative ag program, the first thing I did was try to understand the activities involved, the costs, and how they compared to conventional pecan farming. So I quit fertilizing with conventional fertilizers. I moved to micro-based nutrients for both soil and leaf application, and we got rid of herbicides completely. Now, did I get rid of pesticides and fungicides completely? No. There are several bad actors in the orchard that you're going to have to consider moving away from slowly. The main one is pecan case bear, PNC. We completely eliminated the granular synthetic fertilizer, and I'm depending completely on the micro-based nutrients, carbon-based nutrients. A lot lower quantities. And do I understand completely the chemistry? No, I don't. I just know that it works. It works. The trees look happier. They smile more in the hot weather, spending at about the same rate as before. But the other thing that really has changed with the regenerative ag is we quit herbiciding and we quit mowing. The weeds are now ground cover. That takes you a while to get used to that. For the first 6 months or a year, you cringe whenever somebody wants to come out for a tour, because your orchard historically is supposed to look like a golf course. And 2 things are happening that I can see with my own eyes. One is the water seems to be staying in the soil better. And secondly, apparently the bacteria and the fungi in the soil are improving, because the ground cover reduces the soil temperature on hot days by 20, 30 degrees. What regenerative ag has done is to shine a spotlight on the cost of growing pecans, quality and quantity of the pecans, and the profitability.